Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons over here on More Sezrawrr, where we've recently started a new Animal Crossing long play, unedited videos, chill vibes. And today, we are going on a hunt. I'll tell you more about it in a second, but at the end of last episode, we found out that Flurry, one of our villagers, was going to be leaving the island. So I actually have a little bit that I need to catch you up on from the day after the last episode and also the weekend that has just happened. So with that being said, let's do a little flashback. So the day after I played the last episode, I loaded back into Animal Crossing New Horizons with the intentions of only saying goodbye to Flurry, but a little bit more than that happened. So let's check in with Isabel right now, who says, "Hello there, everyone." Right now on Suburbia, it's 2:06 p.m. on Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Now for today's announcements. Thanks to everyone's loyal patronage, business at Nook's Cranny is booming. It's going so well, in fact, the shop has outgrown its current footprint. A remodel is in the works to give our favourite brotherly business duo a few more shelves to stock. So exciting! The shop will be closed tomorrow to complete the remodel. The drop-off box will also be unavailable. So if you have any urgent buying or selling to do, take care of it today before construction begins. On a slightly different note, tomorrow Suburbia bids a fond farewell to our dear friend Flurry. It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish her luck on her next big adventure. We sure do. Be sure to stop by for one last chat before she leaves. Maybe bring some tissues. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed the loveliest of lovely days. So as soon as I read that Nook's Cranny was going to be getting remodeled, I knew that this first day, the day that I was saying goodbye to Flurry, we were going to be doing a few more things. Looking at our Nook Miles immediately, I saw that we had sell a hot item for a fortune in our Nook Miles Plus goals, which is fantastic. The hot item of the day was the Tiki Torch, so I knew that I was going to be making that at one point during this day. But I did go in just to speak to Timmy and Tommy, see what's going on, see if there was anything I wanted to buy before the remodel. So Timmy said, "Guess what, sezrawrr? I have some big news to share. Nook's Cranny has been blessed with a lot of business since we first opened up here, or business even, if I can speak correctly. But this is no time to sit back and relax. We've got even bigger things in mind. We're expanding the shop again. To think we just started in a little tent. This might seem a bit sudden, but we'll be closed tomorrow so that we can begin construction right away. I know, a whole day with no shop. But we'll see you again in 2 days, right? Actually, it was like 4 days. It's fine though. So straight away I could see there was nothing on the shop floor that I wanted to buy, but I did need to go and have a look in the cabinet. We did buy some more candy. Spooky Day is coming up, so candy, fantastic. But having a look at what else was on offer in the cabinet, I went to say both at the same time, but there was nothing else I decided that I wanted to buy. So I knew that I didn't need to buy anything more from Nook's Cranny. We will be seeing more of Nook's Cranny in this episode though. I've still got to sell the hot item of the day. We had a few Nook Miles Plus goals come up for us as well, which led us back to Nook's Cranny. But because we were going to have the shop be expanded, I just wasn't sure if maybe I should dig up my pumpkins on either side. I just didn't want them to glitch out or anything. I know that Nook's Cranny, as it is going to be on the same footprint, but I just didn't want any glitchy stuff happening with my pumpkins, so I just decided to dig them up for today, and then when Nook's Cranny remodel is complete, I'll put them all back, okay? Just to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. So then I discovered that we have our 4th orange Cosmo Blossom. So exciting, the buds I should say. And because we now have 4, I no longer need the red and yellow Cosmos. So I'm going to dig them all up, as well as the windflowers and the hyacinths that we see here. And I'm just going to plant them on our beach, because when you plant flowers on a beach, they won't breed. Whereas if you just leave flowers unattended, when it rains on your island, they have the possibility to breed. And I don't want these flowers to breed. I don't want red and yellow cosmos all over my island, okay? Trust me, I learnt all about that on my other island with the chrysanthemums. So I planted all those extras on the beach, and of course our orange buds in with the other cosmo flowers there. So we have all of the cosmos, the orange cosmos we need to start breeding some black ones. Now, I did also check in with all of our villagers, but I didn't show you all of them just because there's a lot that I'm going to be sharing with you in this flashback before we even get into today's episode. But I do need to point out when we went to go and visit Pashmina in her house, well, she was sick. The poor little thing. Look at her. She just looks so sad. So when we spoke to Pashmina, she said, I can't believe I got floored by a little cold. I don't want you catching this, so you should keep your dista chewy. I didn't have any medicine on me, so I had to run home, grab some medicine, and then run back to Pashmina's house. And when we then were giving the medicine to Pashmina, she said, I wish my head would please stop spinning. Bwah, chewy. Don't get any closer. This is only half as fun as it looks. And I said to her, I bought medicine. And she said, really? That'd be great. So I gave her my medicine. And she said, irk, blurg, ugh, blah, yuck. That stuff tastes terrible. It does. Medicine's not fun. Whoa, I didn't expect that stuff to kick in so fast. I owe you big time, sezrawrr. Here, why don't you take the sleeved apron? You earned it. Thanks, seriously. Now, I did try on the sleeved apron, not for you guys, but I did try it on, not my vibe. Anyway, well, now you've seen me being all pathetic and stuff. Just don't tell anyone, all right? And that little bidadung you would have heard was that going towards the Smile Isle Nook Miles goal that we have, so we're one step closer to getting those Nook Miles for that one. So then it was finally time to go and say goodbye to Flurry, and it was really sad seeing all of her stuff in boxes. It's bittersweet when you decide to let them go. So Flurry said, thanks so much, sezrawrr. You helped me make up my mind when I was unsure about moving. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. Me too. I'm gonna miss you. I'm leaving the island tomorrow, so wish me luck on my next adventure. Good luck, Flurry. I believe you'll fit in somewhere else beautifully. She gave us a little wave goodbye. It was so sad and so sweet. But at this point, I had spoken to all of the other villagers, so I didn't need to worry about that. And I decided to focus on crafting the tiki torch, the hot item of the day, so I could sell that for some more bells, okay? All right, just in order to try and make as many bells as I can, because I knew that this coming weekend, the weekend just gone actually, that I would want to buy some more turnips. So we now have the tiki torch to sell. And Timmy says, a tiki torch, I'll give twice the usual amount. So 1,300 bells, is that okay? And I said sold, because I want both the 1,300 bells and also the Nook Miles. Thank you very much. So we did get those Nook Miles. It was one with a 5 times multiplier, so we got 1,000 Nook Miles for that one. Fantastic. And then once we cleared that one, we then got the option to sell 20 weeds to the store, but that's fine. When I was going to look for weeds, I also found the money spot, so we got the money spot sorted. So by the time it came to buying turnips on the weekend, which you will see after this, we had a lot of money and I was able to really take part in the stock market. Super exciting. But once I got all of my weeds sorted, I went back to the shop and I said, here, have 20 clumps of weeds. I've got them here for you. And Timmy said, some clumps of weeds. Sure. How about if I offer you 200 bells? And I said, sure. So 200 more bells. That's not very much. It's better than nothing. Also, Nook Miles. Thank you very much. So after doing the sell clumps of weeds, we then got the plant trees or shrubs. So I knew that I probably wasn't going to be doing many more of the Nook Miles goals. As a matter of fact, I only decided to do the group stretching as the last one. So here's us getting started in group stretching. I'm not going to show you all of group stretching though. Just here's the assortment of who we had joining us for group stretching on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. So then after doing the group stretching session, we got some more Nook Miles and then we got sell fruit. So I was like, okay, no worries, going back to Nook's cranny with some fruit to sell. So I ended up selling them some cherries and some coconuts. I had 3 cherries and 2 coconuts. Coconuts will always sell for a little bit more than your native fruit. So we got 800 bells for this one. So that was very, very nice. So then we did get the Nook Miles for selling the fruit. And then after getting the sell fruit Nook Miles all sorted there, we had catch bugs. And I knew then that I did not want to do any more of the Nook Miles Plus goals for this one day. So we ended up playing a little bit longer on this day than I thought, right? But then I thought it would probably be best to check in with Tom Nook, who says, well, hello there, sezrawrr. Your home now has another room where once there was none. Yes, we haven't even looked at that yet. We will. You can use it for whatever you like. Which brings us to The cost of your remodel, that'll be 348,000 bells, as we see my 86,000 staring at me. Yes, please make your payments using the Nook Stops ABD feature as you already have been. As always, it's been ever so nice doing business with you. Yes, thank you so much. So, speaking of home, now we can have a quick squeeze as I was going to lay down because that's all I decided to do on this day, the day that Flurry was leaving. We can see the archway behind my bed, but we'll see more of it later on in this episode. So that was it for that day. But then I did also, like I mentioned, want to play the Stalk Market, which meant that on Sunday, which actually was yesterday in game, I loaded back in. So good morning to Isabel, who says, good morning, everyone. Right now on Sezrawrr, it's 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, October 26th, 2025. Now for today's announcements. Here's some great news, folks. Nook's Cranny is open again after some major renovations. Word is the shop is a lot bigger now, and they have more products on display than ever before. Anything that makes my shopping trips more exciting is okay by me. She's so cute. I love Isabel. And of course, we'll be holding a special ceremony to celebrate the happy news. I didn't do that yet. We'll be doing that at some point in this episode, though. If you are interested in participating and have the time, please check in with Tom Nook at Resident Services. I will. Thank you so much, Isabel. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Oh, she's so cute. So like I said, the agenda for this day was just playing the Stalk Market, but something else really exciting ended up happening too. So I ended up playing for a little bit longer than I thought yesterday, but I did start out by checking the mail, and I'm really glad I did because I had so much in the mail. Firstly, we had KK Disco, the song from Nook Shopping. We had something from Happy Home Academy that said, sezrawrr, congratulations. To celebrate the new addition to your home, please accept this gift of some furniture. Best of luck as you set out on new kitchen adventures. Happy Home Academy, who said I was going to do anything about a kitchen? I will eventually, but maybe not right now. But we did get a gift from them. So thank you, Happy Home Academy, for the gift. So then we got a letter from Nook Inc. saying, Dear sezrawrr, we've completed the expansion of your lovely home. However, during construction, we had to place one or more wall hanging items in your storage. We hope you understand. That'll be the picture we had of Jack, the pumpkin head guy that we had behind our bed because the archway had to go there. So that's what that is, totally fine. We got a present from Huck, who said, Bon voyage, that's French for congrats on your home renovation. Now that you've got a little more space, here's something to fill it with. Invite me over soon. And I just might, Huck, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, thank you for the gift. And then we got a gift from Dodo Airlines, who said, Hey sezrawrr, just wanted to thank you for flying Dodo Airlines. We know you don't have a lot of options, but thanks for choosing us all the same. We hope you enjoy this bit of custom DAL merch. Nifty, right? I wonder what it'll be. We'll have to check it out in just a second, because the last thing that we got in the mail was our Happy Home Academy results. We've gone down to a B rank, and it says, we apologize, but we simply must point out that there is trash in your first floor main room. Remember, you can use a trash can or dispose of your trash at the shop. Now, I know exactly what this trash is. I'm really excited to show you what this trash is because, my friends, we're going to be setting a little trap using our trash. It's exciting. Let's go and take a look though. Oh my goodness gracious, we have some rotten turnips on the ground. Actually, it's like one rotten turnip, okay? So we need this rotten turnip to use as a trap, like we did with the junk and the fly that we caught. We're gonna catch an ant using this rotten turnip. So then, checking out our presents that we got the DALT from Dodo Airlines. Thank you so much. It's so cute. Not really my vibe, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. So cute. And then the next present we got was this one from Huck. I think this one may have been from Huck. It is a revolving spice rack that will go very nicely in what will eventually be a kitchen. Thank you so much, Huck. The present from Happy Home was a rice cooker. Again, fantastic. Will eventually go in a kitchen. Thank you so much for that. And then, of course, we do have the song KK Disco. So we're going to register KK Disco. We're going to listen to this one for a little while, though, because honestly, KK Disco is one of my favorite songs in Animal Crossing. It's so cute. Just listen to it. It's so cute. Wait for it. So cute, but you know, my vibe is a little bit more relaxed, so we're going to stick with KK Dub for a second. Thank you so much for that. So then have a look, we've got our new Nook's Cranny. This is the fully upgraded Nook's Cranny. There will be no further upgrades to it. Halloween is my favorite time for Nook's Cranny. The shop front looks so cute for Halloween season. It's adorable. So then I did put all of my pumpkin plants back down, knowing that they were safe. I put all the orange ones on the other side and the other colored ones on the other side. And then I decided to see what was going on with what was Flurry's house, because I thought that Isabel would have been saying, hey, someone's moved in, and she didn't. So I went to have a look, and here is the empty plot with no sold sign on it. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's because I haven't played since Flurry left. Maybe it just needs one day in between to see that the block of land is empty, and then maybe the game will fill it with someone. Now, while talking to the rest of my villagers, I'm not going to show you that again, but I did find a message in a bottle. So let's take a look at this message in a bottle recipe. It says, to someone out there somewhere, while taking a stroll on the beach and soaking up that exfoliating salty air, I struck DIY gold. Sure, I could have kept it to myself, but self-praise can only go so far. I'd be honored if you crafted it. Sincerely, Kid. Kid is a goat. Very cute. And we got the iron wall rack. Now, I know exactly what this iron wall rack is, and I'm super excited that I know the recipe. It is very much my vibe, and I will definitely have a few of these iron wall racks in our house, okay? So let's take a look at what the iron wall rack is. It's this very cute little shelf that has a pot plant and like a little tin on it. So cute. I put a star on it. I favorited it because I knew I was going to build that one. So then again, I'm not going to show you talking to all of the villagers, but I did speak to Genji, who said, hey, you want more reactions? You got it. Show me. Check this out. Wow. Use that if you ever see me get beat at arm wrestling, because of course you'd be shocked if that happened. I learned the shocked reaction. Wow. It's so cute. Also, we are still such a vibe. I love our look. But then I saw Daisy May and I was like, yes, I'm coming for you. But not right now, because I haven't done something very important, which is go and see the vendor of the day, who is Miss Mabel. And this is where we get the extra gameplay of the day, my friends. Mabel says, oh hey sezrawrr, you came at just the right time. There's something I'd like to ask you today. Could I bend your ear for a bit? Sure, what's up? I said. Oh, thank you. You see, I wanted to ask you about a location for the store we're thinking of opening. The happy dance that I was doing in my chair. Anyway, thanks to you, we've gained a lot of customers on this island who can't wait for me to come here peddling. This is what I've been waiting for. So I've been talking with my sister about opening a proper store right here on this island. She's so cute, Mabel. So today I came to chat with Tom Nook and we had a great conversation. I bet you did. He would have been stoked. He's like, yes, more money in coming to the island. He was all like, we have some materials left over from building Nook's Cranny. All that must be done then is to select an appropriate location. Yes. Trying to do my best, Tom Nook. Oh ho, and the perfect individual to help you find that location would be sezrawrr. Yes. Yes. So I figured I'd just keep doing the traveling peddler thing until I ran into you again, and that's now. Oh, geez, I've just been rambling on and on, haven't I? Sorry, I'm pretty excited about all this. So am I, Mabel, so am I. I'm so excited. Anyway, my sister and I would feel better opening this shop with the help of someone Tom Nook trusts. So how about it, sezrawrr? Can you be our location scout? And I said to Mabel, sure thing. Seriously? Oh, you're a total lifesaver. All right then, let me give you this tailor's construction kit. And there it is, my friends. Just set it up in whatever spot makes sense to you, and that's where we'll have our shop built. Now, I definitely did do that, but first I just wanted to share my excitement with Mabel. She's so cute, and I also wanted to see what she had on offer today. So she said, oh, hey, sezrawrr, what's up? And I asked, what's on sale? She said, you got it. Here's what I'm selling today. And we just had a very brief look because pretty much straight away I knew that nothing I saw here was something that I wanted to buy, so I ended up saying no. And she said, nothing that tickled your fancy? Well, I'll have different stuff with me next time, so be sure to stop by. Next time you'll have a shop, my girl. And I knew exactly where I wanted to build it. It did require some removal of trees from my beautiful clump of trees over here next to the museum. I love this little foresty kind of area. But I can always plant these trees again, and eventually once we get the ability to start moving things around on the island, once I start setting up the island to be what I want to be with terraforming and stuff, I can rearrange the island, we can move the store, I can build another forest here if I wanted to, is what I'm getting at. But once I cleared all of the trees, I found the perfect spot here. Should I reserve this space for the tailor shop? And I said, let me imagine it. And this, my friends, is what it's going to look like. Is this a good spot? And I said, okay, it is for the minute. Like, I will eventually want to move it, but not right now. This is where the tailor shop will go. A wave of fashion will wash over us. It sure will. So then I went back and spoke to Mabel and told her the fantastic news. She said, hey, you found a spot for the shop. Thanks so much, sezrawrr. You're so welcome, Mabel. I can't wait to have you on the island. Once we're all set up and everything, I hope you'll swing by and support my sister and me. Oh, I definitely will. I can't wait to introduce you guys to Sable. She's such a sweetie. So that was the extra gameplay of the day. But with that being said, I wanted to go in and check out Nook's cranny, all renovated. So let's go and take a look, my friends. Wow. sezrawrr, welcome. This is your first visit since we renovated, right? It sure is. As you can see, we're operating out of this new space now. So exciting. We hope you'll continue shopping with us here at Nook's Cranny. Oh, I definitely will. Cranny! I was so excited and I had to tell them that I was excited. Now, having a look at what was on the floor, there was nothing that interested me today, but I did want to have a look about what was in the cabinet. So again, I bought some more candy again, close to Halloween. Need all that candy, right, for Halloween? But there was nothing else looking at what else was in the cabinet, which, by the way, we've got so much more on sale now that we have the fully renovated Nook's Cranny. So much more can even be bought to begin with. And I decided I didn't want any of it today, so that's fine. So I knew I didn't need to spend any more bells with them for the time being, because then I had a look at Nook Miles Plus and saw that we had spent bells to buy items, 5,000 bells. But I wasn't sure if buying turnips with Daisy May would go towards that, so I decided to put that theory to the test. Daisy May said, "Good morning. You here to start your Sunday off with some fresh turnips?" I've got turnips aplenty, fresh from Sojourn's Stalk Market. Want to buy them for 93 bells each? And oh my gosh, yes, because that is a much better price than last week. We're buying on the lower end. So good. I said, I'll buy some. Great. How many should I put you down for? They're 93 bells each, but we sell in bundles of 10. Now we have 86,000 bells, and I decided again I wanted to buy the absolute most that I could. So we ended up getting 930 turnips at 86,490 bells. But that's not all. We will buy more in a second, but that's a fantastic start. So 930 turnips comes to 86,490 bells. Does that sound okay to you? And I said, yeah, I'll buy them. Ahihihi, thank you kindly. She's so cute. Everyone's just so cute, right? Turnips, turnips, watch them rise. Try to earn a nice surprise. Thank you so much, Daisy May. So then I remembered the money trees. I hadn't been to the money trees. Now by this point we had 4 money trees on the island. This one right here was the first, and I decided that this one here is going to be our default spot where we're going to put the money tree. It's a nice spot, easy to find, easy to remember, nice and out in the open. So this is where we're going to plant all of our money trees from now on. But by the time I'd gone to the other 3 money tree spots as well and cleared the money from them, chopped them all down, we had 120,000 bells again. So incredibly exciting. So I knew that I wanted to buy more turnips. We're really going to be playing the stalk market this week. So exciting. I'm essentially going to buy the same amount of turnips as I just did. But first I had to find the money spot because I knew that I needed to invest that 10,000 bells back in to get 30,000 bells back out of it. So once I got the money tree all sorted and then planted it in our new special favorite default money tree spot that's easy to find, easy to see, all of that good stuff, I then had a look at the Nook Miles goal and saw that buying turnips actually didn't count towards spending 5,000 bells, so I knew that in order to get those Nook Miles, I was going to have to buy something. So I went back to the closet, and I don't know if it was last episode, but there's like the Wildest Dreams DIY recipes here for 6,980 bells. I decided to buy that one and see what recipes we get from that DIY pack. So Wildest Dreams DIY is an electronic book. Let's see, that's 6,980 bells. What do you think? And I said, I'll buy it. Excellent purchase. Purchase. Okay, time to send the recipes from Wildest Dreams DIY to your phone. And we're done. I hope you enjoy DIY even more now with your new recipes. anything else look interesting? And I said no, because I've spent all the money that I wanted to spend. I wanted to keep as much as possible for buying more turnips. So we got that Nook Miles goal all sorted, and then when that one cleared, I saw we also had sell fruit. If I had seen that before, I would have bought fruit with me to sell, but it's fine. I very quickly went and found some fruit and bought it back. This time I bought 5 coconuts because, like I said, coconuts will sell for more than your native fruit. So we had a policy in place of not buying turnips on Sundays. I'm sure you understand, absolutely. But I would like to sell the 5 coconuts I bought with me today. Some coconuts. Sure, how about if I offer you 1,250 bells? And I said, yes, please give me that money. Thank you so much. And then I cleared that Nook Miles Plus goal, and when that one cleared, we then got earned bells by selling items for selling 5,000 bells worth of stuff. So I ran home really quickly, grabbed some clothing items I'm never gonna wear, some wallpaper, flooring that I'm never gonna use, and some sea creatures as well to sell. So let me show you what we've got. For the sea creatures specifically, I've got 2 sea slugs, and I did, for the first attempt of selling here, sell 3 sea cucumbers as well, because at this point I'm like, just get the sea cucumbers out of my sight. I just have some trauma around sea cucumbers apparently, so allow me just a moment to run the numbers, and done. I can buy these from you for a total of 3,937 bells. So I still need to sell more stuff for bells, but I did bring with me 3 sea anemones as well. So with those 3 sea anemones, we had an extra 1,500 bells, which was perfect, which brings our total back up to 110,810 bells. With those Nook Miles crossed off the list, we've already done the money tree. We had no more Nook Miles for buying or selling stuff, so I went back to Daisy May to buy more turnips. She says, back for more, huh? Great. Well, there's still 93 bells each. Are you interested? And I said, I'll buy some. Great. How many should I put you down for? They're 93 bells each, but we do sell in bundles of 10. It took me a while to figure it out because I did want to have around 20,000 bells left over just for general spending while we were waiting for money trees to come in and stuff, but I ended up picking 950 turnips to be sold for 88,350 bells. Does that sound okay to you? And I said, yes, that's fine. Thank you so very much kindly. So that leaves us with 22,460 bells, a good amount. We've doubled the turnips we bought before. Turnips, turnips, watch them rise, try to earn a nice surprise. Thank you ever so much. So then we went and put all of our turnips in at home, and like I said, we are definitely playing the stock market this week. This is more normal for what buying turnips looks like when you're really in it. So exciting. And that was all that I did yesterday. A bigger day than I thought, but I have one more update for you, and it's actually from earlier this morning, because now that we have turnips, we're playing the stock market, right? Good morning, everyone, Isabel says. Right now on Sezrawrr, it's 9:09 AM on Monday, October 27th, 2025, the day that I'm filming this video, even though you're seeing it probably next Saturday. Anyway, it's fine. No news to share today, which surprised me. I'll tell you why in a second, but let's give this week our all, okay? This has been Isabel signing off. That shocked me because still no mention of anyone moving in. I thought someone would have moved in. Anyway, it's fine. I went immediately to Nook's Cranny to find out what the turnips price for this morning was. And I will just mention, I also checked it on my other island, sezrawrr, the pastel island. So hello. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. Sezrawrr, welcome. What do you need today? And I asked, turnip prices? The current price for turnips is 86 bells per turnip. Now that is less than what we paid for, so definitely not a profit. So I did not sell my turnips, and I will just let you know on sezrawrr, the price was 120? I don't know, we were in profit on sezrawrr. I can't remember by how much. It wasn't terribly much. I would have liked to see the price be a little bit higher, but I'll keep track. I'll keep an eye on those sezrawrr prices, because if it comes to it, we might be selling these turnips over on sezrawrr. But then I needed to know what was going on with Flurry's house. Has anyone moved in? And Isabel just didn't say anything. And the answer is no. That is still a vacant block. I really thought that the game would have put someone in there by now, which led me to realize that, well, I'm gonna need to do some villager hunting, my friends. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. We're gonna go on our first villager hunt. I think that's what the game wants me to do, is go villager hunting. So with that being said, my friends, one more quick little update. I checked the price of turnips over on Seztopia before I started this episode filming tonight, and the turnips had gone up to 130 bells per turnip, so it's steadily increasing over on Seztopia. I still don't want to sell for that much though. I want to go a bit higher if we can, just something to note. But I haven't checked the prices on Sezrawrr, our island, as of now. So we're going to jump into Animal Crossing New Horizons now that I've caught you up on everything that you've missed, and I've spent 30 minutes doing that anyway. It's fine. Like I said, big updates happened throughout the week, right? But now we're going to jump into Animal Crossing. We're going to check the turnip prices, and then we're going to go villager hunting to find someone new to live on our island. Okay, my friends, so it is now 8:15 at night. First things first, we are going to go to Nook's cranny. See what these turnips are doing, my friends. Alright. Ooh. My microphone has a mind of its own. Sorry. Hold on a second. Relax, please. It's all good. That was a bit funny though. Anyway, here we are. Sezrawrr, welcome. What do you need today? Turnip prices. Please tell me, are they more than 130 bells? They were 86 this morning. Ooh. Okay. So they're not as good as Seztopia, but that's a big jump on what they were this morning. Okay, so I'm not going to sell tonight. But in the next episode, we're going to have some interesting updates on the turnips because that's an interesting trend. I don't know if this is going to be, because there's like 4 different patterns that the stock market follows, right? So I don't know if this is the random one where it's all over the place, or if this is a spike one where we start off low and then it spikes and then it's going to drop off. I have no idea. Or if we're just going to go in a random upward trend. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, not selling tonight, but that's good to know. Thank you so much, my friends. Okay, so I just really quickly, I didn't say hello to everyone this morning, so I do need to say hello to everyone before I leave. I don't think I said hello to everyone this morning. And look, this morning was a long time ago. I've done a lot in between this morning and now, okay? I can't remember. I'm sure if I chat to someone, they'll say something that makes me think that I have or haven't chatted to them today. Pashmina. Sup, kiddies? Where you headed? That doesn't tell me anything. I think I left my toaster oven at my last place, kiddies. It's not like I used it much, but still. That's sad. I'm sorry, Pashmina. Look, here we have our flowers. I do need to water them as well really quickly. I was hoping to see some black buds by now, although I think it takes a little bit of watering, like a few days of watering constantly to get the black buds happening. But I'm just so excited to finally be able to start working on the look of the island. I've got my look down. My look is sorted. It's time to get the island looking how I want it to, right? So, Genji is at home. Let's go and see Genji real quick. We will get to Nook Miles stuff soon, I promise. Oh, Genji is sick. Okay, I'm gonna have to go home and get medicine for Genji. Genji, my head. For once, I'd take medicine over a protein shake. Oh my gosh, that's how you know it's serious for Genji. Let me go home and get some medicine for you, my guy. Oh, look at him. He looks so sad. Alright. I also haven't done money spot. I don't think I'm going to focus too much on Nook Mars plus golfs tonight. The focus really is finding someone to move in. Oh, look at all of our turnips. Wow. Also, I would like to maybe get this room sorted because we have an extra room and I haven't even touched what's in this room yet. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, okay. I've lost my medicine for a second. I couldn't see it. It's all good. Alright, I need to grab one, put the rest back in storage. Also, I have a message in a bottle that I grabbed this morning to share with you, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Let's just go and make Genji feel better. Priorities, my friends, priorities. Okay. All right, Genji, let's get this into you, my guy. Oh my gosh, he's so sad. My head hurts and I've got chills like I just ran a marathon in a blizzard. What's happening to me? I've got medicine for you. Oof, you're a really good person. Thank you, Genji. Get that into you. You'll feel much better. Who? I'm practically back to my legendary ultra tough self. Yes, my guy. Thanks to you, I feel much better now. Good. You're a true hero. Oh my gosh. What a sweetie pie. Oh yeah, this is for you. It's a football. Just to say thanks. Why am I not surprised that I'm getting a football from you, Genji? It's gonna get sold. I'm not a sports girl. Next time, if you're sick, I'll come cartwheeling over to your side. What a sweetie pie. So cute. And we got the do-do-do again to say that we helped someone for a smile aisle. Fantastic. But we're going to have a look at the message in a bottle that I got this morning. It was right outside my house. That's why I had to grab it. To someone out there somewhere, I set my mind to making up the next big thing in DIY recipes, and lo and behold, I'd had this genius idea. Lucky you. You really scored by taking a peek inside this bottle. Try it and see what happens. Off you go, Tom. What are you teaching me? Ooh, a clothesline. I may as well learn it, right? We've got like DIY, not DIY. We've got Nook Miles goals for learning recipes, so I may as well learn them all at the moment. I will eventually get selective about the recipes that I learn though, but that's that. Speaking of Nook Miles, let's just go over this because I actually have some Nook Miles goals. I'd say, by the way, that I have not talked to my neighbours. That was really loud in my ear, so that was probably really loud in your ear. I'm so sorry. But I have not talked to my neighbours because I would have got the Nook Miles Plus for it already. Anyway, other Nook Miles that I've got from doing stuff over the last couple of days. Flower tender. For watering our plants, we've watered plants 61 times, so we got some Nook Miles for that. Thank you so much. Is that all? Let me just check it out just to make sure. Yes, that's it. Beautiful. We will be getting some more though, because we're going to be traveling in a second. Anyway, it's fine. Firstly, finishing this up. Also, don't think I've got money spot today either. So, oop, Huck's at home. Let's go and check out Huck's house. Look at our little money tree. It's almost as tall as me. Cute. I've just realized this is the first time we've been inside Huck's house. Wow, okay. It's really not my vibe. It is on the outside, but on the inside, totally not my vibe. Anyway, it's his vibe. That's what matters. Huck, come back here. I want to talk to you. Yeah, you made it. I want to chat. I guess technically I don't need a clock since we're all on island time. Very true. But my log wall mounted clock is so stylish. If you say so, my guy, if you say so. Isn't that what's most important? I guess. The answer is no, but just let me have this. I love when they're self-aware like that. It's so funny. Okay, we just got some Nook Miles Plus for chatting to Neighbours 3 times. Fabulous. I don't know if there's anything I want to buy today. I had a brief look. Was that this morning when I said that there's nothing I wanted to buy? I can't remember. Like I said, so much has happened since then, this morning. Let me just go and take a quick squeeze. Maybe there's some more DIY recipes. I mixed DIY and recipes together. Okay, yeah, there's nothing I sort of really want. I mean, I can also buy the song of the day because I haven't done that. Maybe I'll do that first. Thanks so much. Also, I don't think I've been in here today, so maybe Tom's gonna want to talk to me more. We'll see. No, Tom's having a coffee. My guy, it's 8:25 at night. Are you sure you want to do that right now? Anyway, it's all good. Alright, thank you for the 50 bonus Nook Miles. Let's have a look at Nook shopping. Right, what is the song of the day, my friends? KK Ragtime. We're going to buy that one. Fabulous. I need to spend 1,800 bells more. Just have a quick squeeze. I could get the AC. Oh, I can't get the acnh Nintendo Switch. I do not have enough money for that. What do we have going on for the seasonal? The marigold decoration for Day of the Dead. I don't think I want it. It's just not quite my vibe. That's okay though. So now I can go back to Nook's Cranny and see if there is anything else. I promise I'm not going to spend any more time after this on Nook Miles. Actually, maybe I don't even care tonight. You know what? No, I don't even care tonight. So I'm just going to go and chat to everyone else. By everyone else, I mean Barreled and Blue Bear. Barreled. I can't wait to touch a fish. You're braver than I. Okay, I do not want to touch a fish ever. Also, I found the money spot. Hold on, did I just hear... I did hear a flea. He's got a flea on him. Hold on. I heard the flea bouncing. I need to get this. This will also go towards Smile Isle. I caught a flea. The curse is lifted. What? Nobody told me I had fleas. Thanks for doing something about it, sezrawrr. Cubby. You're welcome, my guy. Now, money spot. Okay. Thank you. Let's get these bells in. Where am I going to put this one? Because I've only got one designated money tree spot, although maybe over near Huck's house would be nice. The other side of Huck's house. Blue Bear is also at home, and I do just want to check over here. There is no sold sign on this plot, which makes me think that definitely the game is waiting for me to find someone villager hunting. That's okay, I can do that. We're going to do that. But let's go speak to Blue Bear first, and then we'll get on our merry way, my friends. It's very exciting. What are you making, Blue Bear? I want to know. Oh my gosh, I have such good taste. I'm basically a DIY trendsetter. Oh, hello. Something on your mind, sezrawrr? What are you making? Well, I'm making a spooky chair. The spooky table is a recipe I got. I didn't show you it, but it's basically like a really big pumpkin cut in half. And I think the spooky chair is going to be like a smaller pumpkin, but cut in half as well. I'm not sure I want it. I dreamt the idea when I fell asleep watching Maglev's in Love. I know. Hang on, not important. I know. It doesn't matter if Maglev Mike took their relationship off the rails. Look, it might be important to Blue Bear. That was very rude of me. I'm so sorry. Because I'm building a thing. Hey, sezrawrr, look, I'm going to say I'm good, thanks. I know I just said about learning as many recipes as possible, but I just don't think I want this one clogging up my recipes. This is the first time I've ever said no to someone. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this up, so I'll catch you later. No worries, Blue Bear. Bye. Right, now with that being said, my friends, we're going to go villager hunting. But there's one very important thing that we need in order to go villager hunting, and that is Nook Miles tickets. Now, I have Nook Miles, right? I have 47,280 Nook Miles. So technically I could buy 23 Nook Miles tickets. But me on my other island, Seztopia, has like over 100 Nook Miles tickets. And so I thought we'd go and pay her a quick visit, get those Nook Miles tickets, and then we can go villager hunting. So I'm just setting it up over on my other Switch really quick. I had it set up, but then that Switch went to sleep. And so now I've had to reset it up again. Just setting up the code for me to use. Thank you ever so much. Perfect. All right. Let's go and get us sorted heading over there, right? Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to your one and only gateway to the skies, the Sezrawrr Airport. How can I help you out today? I want to fly. Roger. So, just to get the paperwork all official, where did you want to go? I want to visit someone. You want to head to a nearby island on local play or some far off island using online play? I want to use local play. You got it. I'll turn off the internet connection and set things up for local play. Roger. Disconnecting from the internet and preparing a local wireless connection. Looking for islands you can visit. Looks like we got a flight for Seztopia right now. That where you wanted to go? Let's fly. Hang on, you need a special dodo code to visit this island, I know, my guy. Could you give me those 4 digits? I can. Let me just go full screen right quick. Fantastic. While I put in this code. Alright. Getting ready to depart. Thank you so much. Alrighty then, you're all set. And when you need to travel, just think, what would dodos do? And I can just see on my other switch, it's just started raining over on Seztopia, so interesting. It's fine. We won't be here very long. We're just coming to grab the Nook Miles tickets and that's it. Ba-da-doo! I'm super thirsty tonight, apparently. It's probably because I've done so much talking already, right? Here we go. This is your captain. We're almost to Seztopia, so please prepare for landing. Return your seat to the upright position and make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Local time is 8:30 p.m. It's a bit rainy down there and the temperature is comfortable. The temperature's always comfortable, my friends. We'll be making a water landing, but that's okay because this is a seaplane. Do you see the Nook Miles there waiting for us, the Nook Miles tickets? They're just waiting for us to come and grab them, my friends. And I've just walked through the door of the airport over on my other switch. Very nice. I've got to stop calling it my other switch. It's a shared switch that I'm very lucky to have access to. Hi, my friends. Oh, it's a bit of a gloomy vibe tonight and I love it. But here we are. These are the Nook Miles tickets on offer. I've got over 100, but I'm just going to grab 50 because I can't really see us going to more than 50 islands. I can't even really see us going to that many islands, honestly, but that's fine. So while we're here, let's just quickly look at the Nook Miles that we've just got because we have visited 5 islands. Well, technically, we've visited the same island 5 times, but that means we've got the next level of island and your land. We've got to visit another island 5 more times. So if we come back here another 5 times, we'll get that one complete. We're going to also have to have other sezrawrr, pastel sezrawrr, come and visit us though in order to unlock this one. So that's fine. With that being said, I'm going to say goodbye. And then I'm going to say goodbye. There we go. Cute. And off we go. Thank you so much. My other switch. Very nice. Again, there we go, calling it my other switch, the other switch. Anyway, howdy, always good to have visitors to Seztopia. Can I help you with something? I want to go home. Roger. Getting ready to return home. And looks like someone's leaving over on the other switch. Alright, clear skies to ya. Thanks, Orville. Sezrawrr's going home. Safe travels. Thank you ever so much. So now we've got Nook Miles tickets. I am going to offload. Do I really care about emptying my pockets though? Probably not. I'm not going on a hunt for bugs or creatures or things like that. I'm going on a hunt literally for a villager. It sounds really bad when you word it like that. I'm not hunting them to do anything bad. I just want them to move to my island. Now, I do have a list of Dreamies. I'll show you my list of Dreamies. I don't know if we're going to go for Dreamies tonight. It would be really cool if we found one of my Dreamies though. Dreamies are villagers that you want to live on your island, like you're desperate to have. You've been through them all, you've had a look at their aesthetic, their personality, their homes, and you've decided that's the one that I want. And I have a list. I'm also just going to exit out of the other switch. What was that noise for? That just incredibly confused me. Anyway, it's fine. So, oh, the nursery money tree. I might just put that down. Otherwise, I have a feeling I'm going to forget it. So back up to Huck's house. We're going the long way, apparently. The scenic route. Over here is where I was thinking of placing this money tree. Alright, we've got that planted. Now I'm going to put those extra bells in my pocket. Nice. And now we're going to go traveling, my friends. Also, we are still in tarantula season. Not for very much longer, but there is the possibility we could come across Tarantula Island. And if we do, I'm going to catch them all. The thought of that is terrifying, but I'm going to do it right. Anyway, here we are. Hey, 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 welcome to your one and only gateway to the skies, the Sezrawrr Airport. Thank you so much. How can I help you out today? I want to fly. Roger. By the way, it looks like you've got a Nook Miles ticket on you in case you feel like using that. This is the only time I'm going to say this because every time we visit an island, we're going to have this same spiel over and over again. So this is going to be the only time I'm going to read it, okay? So just to get the paperwork all official, where did you want to go? I want to use my Nook Miles ticket. So you want to use your Nook Miles ticket? Yes. Roger, Roger. I'm ready to get you in the sky right this minute, but let's just check. You all packed? Tools all ready? Time for takeoff. All right, let's get you airborne. Dodo 1, this is Dodo Tower. Wilbur, you copy? Got a walker who needs wings, over. Roger, ready when you are. Okay, have a good flight, friends. And when you need to travel, just think, what would dodos do? Alright, now while we're flying, let me just full screen and show you my Dreamies list for a second. This is the Dreamies list that I have for Sezrawrr. Now, I've got some that have question marks next to them. I'm not 100% on them. The thing is, we get 10 villages, right? The ones that don't have question marks are ones that I 100% want to be living on this island, but the ones with question marks, I'm not sure. I'm still undecided. Might be making decisions about them. So, any of those ones, I would love. Cherry or Muffy. I'm already super familiar with those two because I had them on Sezrawrr, so I would love to have either of those two. But Matilda, I have the amiibo card for. She'll be happening one day as well. But let's find out what's going on here. All right, we are 2 down and docked at the target island. Delta Oscar is go. Meanwhile, I'll be in a holding pattern here. Get in touch when you need tools or travel. Go catch some bees and chop some trees. I'll do neither, thank you. Also, this is not a tarantula island. Fantastic. Great news. Let's go and find out who's hanging out up here, all right? Across the water here, we'll see a campfire, and someone just walked around the corner. Oh, straight away. Not my vibe. Do I say hello? See, here's the thing. Do I be courteous and at least say hello? Why did that bug just dive into the water? Also, my neck did a weird twinge at the same time that happened. It didn't feel very nice. Anyway, do I be courteous and say hello? We'll be here all night though. Anyway, it's fine. Let's just say hello. It's a nice thing to do. Bengal, hi. Fab to meet you. I'm Bengal. Are you visiting from another island too? Sezrawrr? Wow, that's a big trip just to come hang out with me on this neat little island. Sezrawrr, let's get to know each other while I'm here. Growth? Actually, no, that will not be happening because I'm sorry straight away. I judge based on how they look. And I judge based on their home, and you are probably going to fit in neither of those categories. I'm so sorry. I can't even remember what her name is. I'm so sorry. I'm awful. But that's just the way we do things, right? We're going to go. Bell bottom bebop. This is stovetop pocket knife. Do you require assistance? Over. I'm ready to go home. You ready to pump pontoons and fly soaring rose here back to Sezrawrr? You positive? Be very positive, because I wouldn't want you leaving anything behind. So again, you ready? Yep. Roger. Lifting off November Oscar Whisker. So that's the only time I'm going to read all of that. We are going to do exactly what we just did over and over until we find someone that's going to move to our island. Okay. I also need to take the thumbnail for this video, so maybe I'll do that when we land at the next island. But I'm just going to set it all up. I'm not reading any of this text because we've just read all of it before, so I don't need to read it again. I'm just going to fly through it, my friends. This is why we are saving our Nook miles, by the way. This is what we're saving up for, to get Nook miles tickets so we can go villager hunting. Alright, this one also doesn't look like a tarantula island, which is so nice. Fabulous. I am just going to get the thumbnail for this video though right now. So I'm gonna... Oh, I need to do it from the other way round. Hold on. I need to do it from like here. You guys, you should know by now. You just always come on these journeys with me, right? We'll zoom in a bit. And then I'll stand on this side in front of the plane. In front of the plane. I'll come across just a teeny weeny little bit more. And maybe zoom in just a teeny weeny little bit more. And we'll do a reaction. Very good. And very cute. Just one more, just to make sure. Fabulous. Okay, with that being said, that's going to be the thumbnail for this video taken. Beautiful. And let's go and see who we have on this island that is not a tarantula island. Who's over by the campfire? That's a dog and it looks cute, but it's not on my list, I can already tell, because I have a vague memory of some of the Dreamies that I have on my list. It's not the right dog, it needs to be Cherry if it's going to be a dog. Bones. Ah, there's someone on this island. Oh, you're here visiting too? Hey, I'm Bones. You're sezrawrr from Suburbia. Neat. I don't think I've ever seen Bones before, like even on villager hunting on Seztopia. I didn't expect to make a friend here. This island is so cool, yip yip. Sorry, Bones. Off you go. Off I go. I'm leaving you alone. Sorry. I'm awful. Alright. Also, I did mention that we are still in tarantula season. If I see a tarantula, I need to get stung by one. I need to. For Nook Miles, I have to do that. I'm not thrilled at the thought of it, but I just need to get it over and done with, right? Alright. Let's see. Maybe we can get lucky. Third time lucky? Mayhaps? Mayhaps it'll be third time lucky. So, I mentioned that Cherry is a dog. Maybe I'll put up like a PNG of her. She's so cute. She's very alternative. Very much my vibe. And she's a bit feisty, but like feisty and sweet in her personality as well. She's a cutie. I was devastated when she wanted to leave my island on Seztopia. I held on to her for a really long time until I decided I was going to go pastel theme. So it just made sense when I decided I was going to go pastel theme to let her go, but I was still really sad about it. I loved that dog. Okay, again, we are not on Tarantula Island. Oh, that was awful. The reaction I had. Ugh, I'm so bad. I'm so mean. Big Top. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Big Top. I'm visiting this island today. You're sezrawrr from Suburbia? That's real cool. This island's real neat, right? Let's have some fun together while we're both here. Villain. Goodbye. I'm so sorry. It's really... There's nothing like villager hunting to really just bring out the worst in a person, right? Anyway, back home. Okay, let's try. It was not in fact third time lucky. Maybe it'll be fourth time lucky though. You just never know. Sorry, just thinking of something I should have written down in the notes. Yes, okay. So the next one on my list is Muffy. And Muffy is like a gothic sheep. And she's also really cool. She's a sisterly villager, I think. So she's like, she can be a bit feisty too, but she's also super nurturing and really sweet. And I was also really sad when it came time to say goodbye to her. But like I said, it just had to be done. So I would also absolutely love to have her. But who do we have on this island? Oh, again, just the worst reaction. I think this is Hippo. Is this Hippo? No, it's Harry. That was awful. Me, I'm so mean. Wasn't expecting to run into, well, much of anyone out here, wherever here is exactly. Anyway, I'm Harry, and you're sezrawrr from Sezrawrr. Wasn't expecting a meet and greet on this tour, but then again, I ain't sure what I expected to find here. Bye. All right. A little bit of shameless self-promo, right? In that on my other channel, sezrawrr Sims, I have a series where I build Animal Crossing villages homes in The Sims 4, and I've done that for Muffy, and I've done that for Cherry. Cherry was actually the first one I did it with, and is one of my favorites actually. So if you'd like to check that out, I link that playlist throughout this video somewhere in the info cards. So click on the little eye at the top of the screen, and it'll show you all the info cards I have. You'll find that playlist linked there. I link it in every single episode. Anyway, we're gonna fly again. The rest of the villages on my Dreamies list I've never actually encountered on my island before, so I don't know what they're like. I'm judging purely on their look and their homes that I feel like they would fit in with the vibe that I want for the island. So the only one that I can really remember off the top of my head is Matilda, who is the one I have the amiibo card for. She's the kangaroo that has the little Joey in her belly. Very cute. Let's see. Oh, okay, we got a different shaped island for this one, and we got a mouse. I don't think any of the Dreamies on my list are mice. Moose! Hey there, awesome to meet you. My name's Moose. What about you? Where are you from? Sezrawrr, eh? And you're from Sezrawrr? Cool name for a strong sounding place. Oh, I don't really want another jock villager. So have you ever gone on a solo kayak tour that suddenly turned into a super exciting survival tour? No. Because I have, and it's so much fun out here, shorty. No thanks. Goodbye. Goodness, I keep knocking my microphone with my headphones. I'm so sorry. So you can see by just what we've done here how much of a process this can be. Having lots of Nook Miles tickets is the goal, which is why I went and got these ones from Seztopia. But because it can be such a big thing, it can take so long. The longest I've spent villager hunting, I think, was 6 hours. Villager hunting, and then I ran out of Nook Miles tickets and the game just had to give me someone who I didn't want. Anyway, that will not be happening tonight. I might run out of Nook Miles tickets, but it will not be for 6 hours, okay? If I run out of tickets, then just I'll have to come back because clearly the game's not going to give me someone, right? So if we get to 50 islands, we're on our 50th island and I have not found someone, I'm going to have to go with whoever number 50 is. Crazy. Anyway, let's hope it doesn't get to that point. Alright. Okay, straight away, someone else who I don't want. from my island. Rowan, wilderness training is just the best, isn't it? I'm Rowan. What's your name? Sezrawrr. Great to meet you, Sezrawrr. You're not from Serbia, are you? I am. You are. I didn't know it was real. It sure is. I heard the best dabs on the planet come from there, Mango. I mean, Genji probably does, right? Sorry. Goodbye. I've just had a thought. I don't know if they do anymore, but I think there was a time where Nookmar's islands could have different weather. Now I think it's Capin's islands that have different weather. That could have been a sturgeon. I don't think it is though, and I'm not going to spend the time trying to catch it, right? I'm here for villager hunting, not for fishing. I'm still all fished out from the big fishing episode, okay? Even though that was 2 episodes ago now. I just can't fathom the fishing at the moment. Anyway, we're still in October. We've caught everything we need to catch for October. So next month we'll see. I've actually got the November list already sorted. Let me see if I can find that list, see what we need to catch. Okay, we literally have 1 fish to catch in November, and that's all that we need to catch for November. So that's nice. It's a golden trout, which we find in the cliff-top rivers from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. And it's not essential to catch it in November because it also comes back in March. So anyway, that's not for us to worry about right now because it is not November yet, my friends. And we've got other things to worry about, like catching ourselves a new villager. Typing away, Orville. Those feathers go. All right. Please be someone good. Please just be someone that it would be. Whoa. This is a good island. We're on Money Rock Island. All of these rocks that we see in them, again, all of the bugs just throwing themselves in the water. All of the rocks that you can see across the way, they're money rocks. They're going to give us money. I want it. I want the money. We're going to stay at this island for a little bit. But who is the villager? Oh, goodness. We've got the superhero rabbit. I can't remember what her name is. Mira. Well, if it ain't... Wait, do I know you? You don't. Hi, I'm Mira. How's it going, Cottontail? So am I the only one who was hoping for more, I don't know, adventure on this adventure? No. I mean, it's super peaceful and all, but I kind of wanted something worth partying about when I got back. You're on a Money Rock Island. That is a pretty big deal. Oh well, that's on me. It's still cool to just sit and be calm now and then. That's important too. Very true. Now we're going to go to this Money Rock. In order to do that, I'm going to need to eat a cherry, okay? So if we eat one of these cherries, it's going to give us some strength. See how now that counter now says 1 out of 10. If I get my shovel out, I've done this before to break a rock, right? So if I try to break this, if I try to hit this rock with a shovel, it'll break. I forgot that it just gave you 8,000 bells though. So good. Oh, that bug. I should catch it. I should catch it. I should catch it. I don't think I've caught one of these before and I would really like to catch it actually. Thank you. Yes. I caught a centipede. 99 more and I'll have a $1-peed. Fabulous. That's so good. Now that we have broken that rock though, we can use this little spot to vault our way over to Money Rock Island. Now, do I have anything? The football. I could place the football. No, I can't. Okay, I can't do that. I'm just gonna want to try and stop myself from bouncing all over the place so I can make the most of Money Rock Island. I'm just gonna have to get rid of these stones though because they're gonna be in the way of the offerings that get dropped, right? Why do I get the feeling my flimsy shovel's gonna break? Let's find out. Look at all this money, my friends. So good. Let's get it all. Kind of thinking like I want to go and make another... Do I have an axe? I do have an axe. Kind of thinking I want to make another shovel because I feel like this one's going to break. I'll just leave it up to fate. If it breaks, it's fine. It's all good. I'm moving and I did not want to be moving. 2 more, please. 1 more. Thank you. My goodness. So good. Look at all of our money. I might even be able to pay off some of my debt tonight. Thanks, Money Rock Island. Alright, I'm going to try doing this one from this way. Hope that we don't move. We're moving. Hopefully we can just stay in the spot for long enough to hit the rock, right? 2 more. 1 more. Thank you. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're going to have so much money. This will be a good amount of the debt that I can pay off. I'm going to try from this way for this rock. Yeah, we are not moving a muscle, my friends. Oh, a little bit of moving, actually. It's fine. Right at the end. All good. Are we going to be up near 100,000 bells just from this? We had 10,000 bells when we came here today. Wow. Okay, up a little bit. Oh, maybe down just a little bit. That should be fine. Come on, you've just got to last a little bit longer, shovel. 2 more. 1 more. Thank you. The shovel held out for us. Very good. We're going to have close to 100,000 bells. We just got 88,000 bells from this Money Rock Island. Huge. Alright, but that's all we need to do here. We're going to jump back across. Thank you ever so much. And let's go back home. Well, that's one of the, it's not super rare Money Rock Island, but it's one of the ones you don't see super often, so that's nice. Fabulous. Right. I've lost count of how many islands we've been to. Maybe this is, I think we had 43 tickets left, so this will be island number 8. So, how are you? I'm good, thank you for asking. I'm actually on some time off from my normal job outside of YouTube at the moment, so that's why I was able to do a bonus Jonas episode this week. And just so you know, the Halloween episode, because Spooky Day is at the end of this week, we're going to have a bonus episode next week that's going to be Spooky Day. Fabulous. Who do we have here? Plucky. Hey, what's up? I don't think we've met. My name's Plucky. What's yours, Chicky Poo? Chicky Poo. So cute. Plucky, I just don't think you're my vibe though. Sezrawrr, huh? Where are you from? Serbia. Cool, cool. You here for some R&R too? This little island's great. It's so nice to be able to chill out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. She seems like the motherly kind. Anyway, I'll let you soak up the peace in peace. Take care. You too, Plucky. Chicky Poo. Nice. So like I said, I'm on some time off from my job outside of YouTube, but it doesn't mean that I haven't been a busy bee. I'm still trying to, well, I'm trying to finish up the last of the Halloween videos over on the main channel, and it's been a struggle this Halloween. I've had a lot of big projects to do. They've taken so much time to do. I feel like I haven't had any time off from work, actually. It's like I've just swapped one job for another. Not complaining. Love making content. but so many big projects in a row is really difficult, and I am just very burnt out. That's why I like this channel, because like it's so easy to get these videos done, like filming them and editing them, because they take no editing pretty much. It's so easy. I can't do that on the main channel though. They need to be a little bit more put together. That's all. Although I do have a new series that's going to be starting over on the main channel soon that's going to be like this, unedited, largely. That'll be fun. I did not even look at any of those prompts at all, and somehow I made my way to Nook Miles. Nice. Because generally I'll go like, I want to visit someone instead of saying I want to visit a Nook Miles island. Whoa, what is... Cedar trees on the lower level. Do we normally see cedar trees on the lower level on Nook Miles Islands? We must. Okay, was having a moment. Sorry, because it's literally the same island layout as the last one. We've got another chicken. Who are you? Brafina. I confess I thought I might never run into anyone else here. I was starting to feel like a castaway on a deserted island. Cluckadoo. Cluckadoo. Then there you were. What a relief. Anywho, I'm Brafina. It's a pleasure to meet you, sezrawrr. You're funny. You're not kind of my vibe though. So you're visiting all the way from Serbia, are you? Lovely. Well, I do hope this island lives up to our expectations. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Bye, Cluckadoo. Some of the nicknames that they've come up, not even nicknames, but catchphrases that they've come up for these characters are so funny. I love them. Cluckadoo, that was great. Ding-a-ding! Alright. God, we are just so cute. I really am so happy that I was able to get this look sorted for us, right? It's just so perfect. I have started, I think I mentioned this, was it last episode or the episode before, but I have started really thinking about the layout for Serbia when we're able to, oops, sorry, I just hit you guys with my comb, trying to get my fringe looking any kind of alright. Anyway, I've started thinking about when we're able to start moving things around. That's going to happen sort of around when we get the ability to terraform. Eventually we'll be able to change the land shapes and stuff, make cliffs and move dirt around, get rid of dirt, make new dirt, change the shape of our rivers and all of that stuff. Once we start getting the ability to do that, that's when I'm going to be able to really work on the layout and starting to get the look of our island better. I'm really excited for that. But I have like a tiny little basic concept. I still haven't worked it all out yet though. Oh goodness. Me just being absolutely so mean again, but he just looks sad. Ike. Hiya, I'm Ike. Came here on a whim, but this island doesn't seem half bad, roadie. Hang on, you're sezrawrr from Serbia, yeah? Had no idea this was some kind of trendy destination, but it's cool to be hobnobbing with you here. Sorry, Ike. You're just not my vibe, my guy. The other thing that I've just remembered that I had to check on was the Able Sisters store being built, because Isabel didn't mention anything about it this morning. I have to check that out. See, maybe it's still under construction. I'm not sure. Maybe it takes a couple days. But I would have been sure that if it had been built that Isabel would have said something in the messages this morning, but she didn't. So I just, before the end of this episode, have to check in on that. Sorry, I thought I heard something behind me. Spooked me. It's okay. And honestly, when the Able Sisters gets built, that's like the last of our town's building upgrades. From then on, it's all about like our villagers getting plots sold for them. Oh, we're on Bamboo Island. I'm going to want to chop some bamboo while I'm here. Okay, it's fine. Hold on. Let me just finish my thought. It's all about establishing the villagers, getting their houses built, their plots of land sorted, and also our house and getting it upgraded, fully upgraded. So, and with playing the stock market, we're going to have lots more money becoming available to us entering our bank accounts. It's going to be great, meaning we're going to be able to upgrade quicker. Now, this is Bamboo Island, right? This is one, if I can speak, sorry. This is one that's not super common. So, bamboo, there might be some recipes that I'm going to need bamboo for, so I would probably just like to chop some bamboo. There's two different kinds of bamboo. There's this young spring bamboo, and then there's just standard bamboo pieces, right? And I am pretty sure... No. Bamboo shoots are what we plant. We can plant bamboo trees at home, but you need to buy bamboo shoots from Leaf. Anyway, is it from Leaf that you get them? I can't remember. I don't have a lot to do with bamboo, but I don't know. Maybe I'm going to want like a bamboo forest section on this island. I don't know. Anyway, who do we have? Lucha. So hooray for first meetings. I'm visiting from another island. My name's Lucha. And you're sezrawrr from Serbia, huh? I like your name a lot. Thank you. Meeting you here like this feels pretty much the way I always thought Destiny would feel. Caca. Sorry, Lucha. It is not Destiny, my friend. You're not even my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm an awful person. Anyway, I got some bamboo. Better than not having any bamboo at all, right? Bing-a-ning. So as far as like vendors go, we've seen Leaf, we've seen Mabel, we've seen Sahara, we've seen Red. We haven't seen Red in a while though. I would love to get some more artwork for the museum, so hopefully we can see Red soon. It's just a shame that Halves Island, we're still so far away from establishing that, because once we establish Halves Island, it's going to be super easy to... Like, we can just go there every single episode and visit all of the vendors. I see a tarantula. I see a tarantula over by the windflowers. I need to get stung by it. I have to get stung by it. Is it gone? It went... Okay, I thought it had gone. It just went behind the rock. I'm going to rush up on it. I'm going to rush up on it. It's not stinging me. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. It's going to do the thing. I'm gonna catch it then. If it's not gonna sting me, I'm gonna catch it then. Oh. Maybe I needed to rush up on it with my net out. What if I let this go? It's gonna get me. Okay, there we go. It's fine. I needed that to happen. And it's better that I had that happen in a controlled manner. Anyway, phew, had me worried there, civilian. Thought you might have fought the barn. Dodo Tower, this is Dodo 1. Cancel red alert. Ground pounders up and around. Ground pound. I'm kind of glad I did this on this island because we wouldn't have had that message if I did that at home. Ground pounder, that was great, Wilbur. When you're ready, you can head on out again. Just watch out for bogeys and keep an eye on your 6. That's so good. We just got some Nook miles for that though. Alright, very good. I'm glad I've got that over and done with though. Alright, faint of heart, here we go. This island is home to creepy crawlers that would make anyone lightheaded. Maybe wielding a net will make you less likely to faint. Well, I was wielding a net, that was the issue. Anyway, there we go. Fabulous. Alright, now let's go and talk to whoever this villager is. I've already decided that I don't want them on my island, but it's fine. Stew. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Stew, like Stew Pickles. Cool, so you're sezrawrr from Sezrawrr. Man, that's real cool. Thank you. Let's have some fun together while we're here together. I read that completely wrong. Mroo. There's some that are just like funny in a cute way, and then there's some that's like, okay, maybe they had just got to the point where they'd run out of ideas and just did not know what to do, and I think Mroo was one of those ones. They're like, just a sound, a random sound will do. Mroo. God. Baby-doo. I'm really glad that we got that message. Ground pounder is so good. I think we will be, this will either be our 10th island that we're visiting, or we've just passed 10. I'll check on the Nook Miles tickets in a second. But back to Harv's Island though, once Harv's Island gets established, there's other characters that we haven't even met yet that we won't meet until we go to Harv's Island. Like, there's Katrina, she's like a fortune teller. She tells you about your relationships with your villagers. She also can tell you if you're cursed or not and offer you like fixes, cures for being cursed and all sorts of stuff. She's a funny one, Katrina. Alright, let's see who we've got on this one. Okay, it's an elephant. I know that one of my Dreamies is an elephant. It's not this one though. Dizzy. Ah, there's someone on this island. Oh. You're here visiting too, I sure am. Sorry, I've got the hiccups a little bit at the moment actually. Hey, I'm Dizzy. You're sezrawrr from Sezrawrr. Neat. I didn't expect to make a friend here. This island is so cool. Woo-oo. Again, sounds. Woo-oo. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I am ready to go home. We're not having as much luck as I thought, but like I said, we're not at 6 hours yet, okay? There will be a point. I don't think we'll even get to 50 islands before I decide that enough's enough. How many have we spent though? Okay. Oh, more than I thought. We've got 37 left. Okay, so I thought we were at like 40 or maybe 39. We're at 37. That's okay. It confused me for a second though. My math brain wasn't working for a second, even though it was very clear and right in front of my eyes. It's okay. Sorry, I just realized I was talking about the other vendors. So there's also Reese and Cyrus. They're a couple and they're so cute, and we actually have to photograph them using Harv's studio once a year for their anniversary. Is it for their anniversary? I'm pretty sure it's for their anniversary because they're a married couple. They're so cute. And they will actually, you know how we can customize items? Like we've got the customization kits and we can like paint things different colors. Well, there's some items that we can't customize with customization kits, and Reese and Cyrus generally can. So if there's some things that I have and I want to change the color of but I can't with the customization kits, I'll take that item to them and they'll be able to customize it. So good. Love Reese and Cyrus for that. Don't love photographing them for their anniversary. It's just, you have to do it and it's annoying. Anyway, that's just me though. That's just me personally. I just personally don't really find the need to use Harv's Studio at all. It's the only time I ever use Harv's Studio. Hello, Froggy. Jambette. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone on this tour. I'm Jambette. And you're sezrawrr from Sezrawrr. I'm glad you stopped to talk to me. One thing I love about travelling is the chance to make new friends. Sorry, Jambette. Off I go. I think I actually do remember reading that scorpions and tarantulas won't attack you unless you have your net out. So that makes sense. Because I didn't have my net out. Oh, my headphones are slipping off my ears. Yes. 9:15 it is at night. I've been a busy bee today. I have been for... It's been just over a week that I've been on holidays for, and I have not stopped. I have not had one day where I could just chill. What is chill? I don't know what chill is. This is the most chill I get with you guys. It's another reason I like this series. It's just so easy. Not that my sim stuff is hard, and I love my sim stuff. Just it's easy. She knows. Maybe while we're here, because this clearly is just going to be a time that we are going to be here for. I have like, this is really dumb. I was going to start, not another channel, but on one of my old channels that I had, I was going to do like, oh, Billy Goat's Gruff. It's a Billy Goat. Are you here for survival training too? My name's Billy. What's yours? Sezrawrr, huh? And from Serbia? Alright, it's cool to meet you. Well, I'm gonna get back to surviving. Let me know if you need help lifting a tree or something. Dag nabbit. Sorry, Billy Goat. Anyway, I was gonna I have like a list. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I have a list of like funny stories from like my childhood. And not even just funny stories, just stories. And I was gonna like... on this, my old channel, I was going to sit down and like do a get ready with me series while telling these stories and then ask for stories from you guys that were similar or anything like that. But that channel didn't end up happening, so I just still have the list of stories. So maybe we can make it a thing. When we go villager hunting, I tell you some stories from my life. Maybe it can be like a little get to know me kind of thing. So maybe I'll start with a get to know me kind of thing. Hi, my name is Sarah. I am 32 years young. It's weird. I think it's weird because I don't feel like a 32-year-old. I don't know, I guess I only have my own experience, right? But I feel like I don't feel like an adult. When does that happen? When do you start feeling like an adult? Does it ever? I don't know. You might be younger than me, so when you get to 32, let me know. If you're older than 32, let me know. But I don't know, it's just weird. And I have this thing when I like start talking to someone for the first time or something and we're like getting to know each other, right? I don't know why that came out like that. It's weird. I wasn't talking about it in like a weird way. It just when you're potentially becoming friends with someone. Oh my gosh. Okay, who are you? You're kind of giving me Joker vibes. Marcel. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Marcel. I'm visiting this island today. You're sezrawrr, right? I just feel like I should clarify. Is it green? Is the back of his head green? That's why it was giving me Joker vibes. Anyway, from Serbia, that's real cool. This island's real neat, right? Let's have some fun together while we're both here, non. Bye, Marcel. Anyway, when I'm like talking to someone, like trying to make friends with someone, and we're like, how old are you? How old are you? They're always, I've had so many people say, there is no way you're 32. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, I could have sworn you'd be like 26. And I'm like, I kind of feel 26. I'm not. I'm 32. It's weird. Anyway, I guess I just look younger than what I am, which is like amazing. I'll drop the skin care stuff down below. It's nothing. I just wash my face with water. I don't use any products on my face for skincare. I should probably, I don't know, starting to get wrinkles like crow's feet in the eyes and stuff. Laughter lines is what I prefer to call it. Anyway, it's funny. So I'm 32 and I live in Australia, obviously, but also just furthermore living in Australia, the land down under. I live in Melbourne. I don't live in Melbourne. My capital city is Melbourne. I'm not going to tell you where I live though, but I live in the state of Victoria, down the southeast state of Australia on the mainland, okay? My capital city is Melbourne, and I live probably about an hour and a bit away from Melbourne. I live in a really beautiful area of the state. I'm very lucky to live where I live. A lot of people come to where I live as a holiday destination. So I feel very lucky to have been born and raised here. Lucky me. I love where I live. I do. We've got a squirrel, my friends. Ooh, we've got a feisty looking squirrel, my friends. Ricky. He said I wasn't expecting to run into well much of anyone out here. I wasn't expecting you to have such a deep voice, Ricky, wherever here is exactly. Anyway, I'm Ricky, and you're a sezrawrr from Serbia. Wasn't expecting a meet and greet on this tour, rada. We've already heard someone else say that, so it's fine. Right, so furthermore, on the getting to know me, I don't know. Do you even care? Do you even want to get to know me? I don't know. I'm going to tell you anyway. Because it's my video. And, you know, we hang out. I don't know anything about you. Maybe drop some of your... That's weird. Don't do that. I was going to say drop some of your info, but don't. Please. Don't. Because that's going to be weird, right? Anyway, but just if you were intrigued. So obviously, you know, I like a bit more of a gothic look, right? I also love a bit of a pastel look. I have these like two sides to my personality. I'm generally a bit shy. I'm definitely an introvert. But sometimes, I don't know, it depends, right? Hanging out with friends try to shut me up, right? Just try. You'll struggle. But when I am in a situation where I don't know a lot of people or I'm not particularly comfortable, I'll be the quietest one in the room over in the corner, just looking at everyone going, I'm really uncomfortable. I think I have a little bit of social anxiety maybe, but I am just also a bit introverted in that way until you get to know me and then just try to shut me up. I think it's a good way to be though, like both kinds of people. The one who is fine to just stand in the corner and watch and observe, that's a good thing, I think. And then also the kind where like you're outgoing and you can be chatty and yeah, I think both things are good things to be. I'm a bit of both. I definitely think this is like a sister fruit island, by the way. I definitely think peaches are my sister fruit. Who's this that we've got? Oh, azalea. I was thinking about azalea for sezrawrr. I nearly forgot the name of the other island, the pastel island. But I don't think her house was quite the vibe. What a lovely name you have there, sezrawrr. It's a pleasure to meet you. She seems like a sweetie. Well, if you're ever looking for a friendly face during your island vacation, you know where to find me. I do, over here, by the peach trees. That's another thing I can tell you, right? About myself. I have 3 tattoos. I'll show you them in a second while this is loading, if you like. Yep. Alright, we're going home. So, first tattoo I ever got, it's going to be really awkward to show you, is this one right here. It's upside down to you guys. It's also upside down to me, and I hate that. Every other tattoo that I have on my wrist, I have facing me, which apparently is a big tattoo no-no. Tattoo artists hate that. For me, I say it's my body and how I want the tattoos to be. I have these tattoos for me and I want to be able to look at them right way up for me. So the comparison where the writing is upside down compared to this one where the writing is right side up. Anyway, this was the first tattoo I ever got. It says, always act up. And my performing arts teacher wrote it on my school shirt on the last day of school. I took performing arts throughout, or drama class, throughout all of high school. I was a big Well, actually, I wasn't. I wasn't a huge theatre kid. I wish I was more of a theatre kid. I sort of became, like, I liked acting and I loved drama class, but I only sort of really got into theatre sort of in, like, the 11th grade, year 11. I was 16. That's sort of when I started getting into it. And in my senior year of high school, I was in my school's musical. We put on a production of Rent, which, if you know Rent, yay, friends. But if you know Rent, it's kind of a big deal show for high schoolers to put on. It's quite a controversial topic for high schoolers to put on. It's not in reality. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but yeah, for high schoolers, it was a big deal. And I got a lead role. I played the part of Joanne, and it was a lot of fun. And it was like one of the best things I've ever done in my whole life. One of the coolest things I've ever done in my whole life, right? That made me into very much of a theatre kid. And I had wished that I had been a theatre kid for the rest of my life, right? Like, up until that point. Hey, I'm Vic. Came here on a whim, but this island doesn't seem half bad. Cud. Hang on, you're sezrawrr from sezrawrr, yeah? Had no idea this was some kind of trendy destination, but it's cool to be hobnobbing with you here. Nice. Sorry, just remembered something I needed to write down for my notes so I could show you the tattoos. Wrong note. 42, I'll say. Sorry, just trying to work that out. Anyway, so yeah, my performing arts teacher was one of my favorite teachers in high school. She was absolutely amazing. Like, first name basis. I went through a bit of a tougher time in senior year, not at school, in home life. Everything was fine. It's just we were kind of in the transition of moving from where I was going to school to the other side of the state. And like, my dad had already moved there, and my mum and I were just staying where we were just so I could finish school. But it was really, really difficult. Really difficult. And that teacher, my drama teacher, knew everything that was going on and was so there for me when I needed to cry or vent or anything. Like, senior year's hard enough anyway. To have things not be super stable was even harder. Anyway, she was great, and she wrote "Always Act Up" on my school shirt on the last day of school. And when I turned 18, the week after I turned 18, I got that tattoo on my wrist. And I don't hate it now. Like, I love the message of it. Like, "Always act up" isn't in this sense of like be naughty. It's not that. It's always act up. Always, I don't even know. It's just like always, it's not always put on a show, but it's just like where you can, like, don't let that spark go. The spark that I had when I was on stage singing and acting, like, it's that. Put a little bit of that spark into every day. That's what that tattoo means to me. I'm not saying that every tattoo has to be meaningful, but that one is. So yeah, got that when I was 18, and when I got into the tattoo studio, like, I had a font picked out and everything. I was so excited, and then the guy was like, the artist was really not a nice guy. It was a country town, rural country town, and he was the only tattoo. Oh, shut the hell up. This is Matilda. This is Matilda. She's one of my Dreamies. And she's the one that I have the amiibo card for. And that I was like, oh, I could get her to come to the campsite. And then I got really sad because I was like, I couldn't get it worked out in time. Anyway, because I didn't know how amiibo cards work because I've never used them before. And here she is on a Nook Mars Island. Meant to frickin' be Matilda. The search is going to be over, my friends. This is it. Matilda. Well, there's a fresh face. Are you visiting from another island as well? Oh my god, look at her. She's so cute. With her little Joey. I'm so excited. She's one of my Dreamies. And she wasn't even a question mark one. She was a full-on, I want her on my island. Wow. Of course you are. Well, my friends call me Matilda. And you are? sezrawrr, all the way from sezrawrr even. Isn't that fascinating? Well, we may only be here a short time, but I do hope we get to know each other better. Oh, we will. You don't know this about me yet, but I'm always down to dish, darling. Oh, okay. She a bit of a snooty villager? I didn't know that. See, I didn't look at her personality. I just looked at how she looked and her house as well. So like, hi Matilda. Spending time on an island like this is so relaxing. I feel like a movie star off on an exotic vacation. Oh, I love her vibe. Ah yes, I could easily spend the rest of my days basking in this sort of island life. Wee baby. Oh my god, is that her catchphrase? Wee baby? That is so cute. Come to my island, please, Matilda. What? Are you quite serious? If I remember right, you said you're from Sezrawrr? Yes. It would be quite the adventure. And of course, you would be there, I sure would. That settles it then. I'll move to Sezrawrr and start a new life there, wee baby. Also, just like the fact that I'm Australian and we have a kangaroo for our first Nook Miles Island villager. That feels like fate, like destiny to me, my friends. Wow. Best decision ever. I agree. Wonderful. I will start preparing to move right away. But how to proceed, I wonder? A simple call to this Tom Nook fellow from Sezrawrr should suffice. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. That I can do. I'm so glad I came here today. I'm so glad I came here today. Who knew this one trip would change my everything? Oh my god, she's so cute, and look at her tiny little Joey. Life is funny like that. Sometimes it hands you a present out of the blue. You're not wrong. Yay! I'm so excited. So we used 20 Nook Miles tickets. Exactly. We have 30 left. That's fabulous. 30 for whoever we're going to be villager hunting for next time. My friends, that was a pretty good villager hunt, right? It wasn't super long. I'm so unbelievably excited. So good. So next episode, we will have Matilda. Next episode for Halloween. She's going to be in just in time for Halloween. Oh, that's so exciting. For Spooky Day. So good. Yes, I'm ready to go home, my friends. I can't even remember what I was talking about now before it. But maybe I'll pick up back on that topic. Look, we'll save the rest of my tattoos for next villager hunting, okay? Because I have 2 more. Okay? So freaking excited though. Okay. Look, we're doing pretty well for time as well. 1 hour and 49 minutes. Not bad, my friends. There's maybe some Nook Mile stuff I can do, right? Okay, but first things first, I just want to go and see. I just want to go and have a look at the sold sign because now the lot should say sold. 9:31 p.m. So the Nook's Cranny is open for another half an hour. There we go, my friends. It says sold. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited right now. Also, these things, she doesn't need these things next to her house. So I'm going to steal it, right? I'm going to steal these things. She doesn't need them here. All good. That's so freaking cool. Also, we got lots of money, so I could pay off some of my debt, like I said. But a couple of other things that I just want to clear up. We need to go and have a look and see what's going on with Abel's sisters, right? Is it built? Aha, it's still under construction, my friends. Does it say anything? No, it doesn't. So maybe, well, by next episode, it should definitely be built, right? So that's fine. Maybe I need to go and speak to Tom Nook. No, because I went in there before and he didn't call me over. So no, that should be fine. The other thing that I haven't addressed yet is our bridge. You will have seen it in the earlier footage, but here is our bridge. How absolutely adorable is it? We can now cross from one side of the island to the other. So good. Now I just need a bridge connecting the mainland up the back. But I don't know where I'd put it. I guess the only logical place to put it would be like around, like, I can't put it behind Nook's Cranny. There's not going to be enough space. Sort of around here. I suppose maybe we don't need one, right? Not from the mainland there. We can cross this bridge. And then maybe it's just about getting one from this side, like one here. But I can't put one here. There's not going to be enough space again. But this kind of area, I'm not going to have enough space. This is why I need terraforming unlocked. Because I need to be able to change the shapes of all my rivers and stuff to be able to better put bridges in. So that's okay. Maybe we're not going to do bridges anymore for the time being. Maybe it's going to be inclines, but at the moment it's not going to be either. Now, let me just have a look at some Nook Mile stuff. I wasn't expecting to do any of this stuff tonight. Okay, we can take a photo. I've already caught 2 bugs. I can catch some more. That's fine. Also, hold on, before I do that, let's just go and donate the centipede to Blathers really quickly. He'll be awake because he's a night owl. So good. He's going to hate this though. I'm so sorry, Blathers. Good evening, sezrawrr. Welcome to the Sezrawrr Museum. How may I be of service? I would like to make a donation. Marvellous. What would you like to donate? Centipede. Sorry, my guy. Eek, a centipede. What a wretched thing. I know. They are wretched, actually. I hate them. Alas, I'm obliged to ask, would you like to learn more about this specimen? Please tell me. Ah, I see. In that case, ahem. The centipede's name means 100 legs, but I tell you now, that's a lie. These ugly bugs can have as few as 15 pairs of legs or as many as 171. I would really have preferred to not know that anyway. But because of how their bodies are segmented, they never have exactly 100. It's true. You know what else is true? Centipedes are carnivorous, aggressive, and venomous. Ugh. And their bite is quite painful too. Horrible things, I say. I agree, Blathers. Anyhoot. My sincerest thanks for your donation, and though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best of care here. I still remember exactly what he says, right? Might I help you with anything else? That's all I've got. Thank you. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. Nice. Now, what are my goals? 3 more bugs. Spending bells to buy items. Taking a photo. I don't want to catch fish though. I just really don't. So I'm not going to. Okay. I don't think I'll do many Nook Miles goals. I just want to see. Maybe I will go back to Nook's Cranny right now. And just see what's available to be bought in the cabinet. Okay. Did I buy candy this morning? I can't remember. I'll see. Some candy. I clearly didn't, so I'll buy it. Thank you. Beautiful. Alright, see how many extra things we can buy? So many things, right? So many. But let's just have a look. Windflowers, cosmos, and tulips. Okay, I don't want any of them. What recipes do we have? I don't want DIY for beginners. I've already got Wildest Dreams. Did I get test your DIY skills? I can't remember if I got that one or not. I would think that maybe I did. Maybe the ladder setup kit recipe would be good. See, this ladder setup kit recipe is not like the ladder we have in our pocket. It's a permanent ladder. It stays in place. And I would maybe like to do that around the North Beach. Maybe I won't though. I don't know. See, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing with that area yet, so maybe that's not the right thing to do at the moment. Wallpapers and flooring. I don't really want any of them, okay? This isn't looking good, right? I gotta spend 1,800 bells. How much is this little book stack? Only 350 bells? I mean, I'll buy it. What do we have over in the special? Okay, I've got plenty of these, but maybe I'll just buy one of these as well. Seems like you're interested in a spooky standing lamp. Let's see, that's 5,800 bells. That's way more than I wanted to spend. I'm going to pass on it, sorry. Okay, so what I might do then, maybe I will go back to resident services and I will just see if there's anything I want to buy another one of. Also, I can look at paying off some of my loan while I'm here. Because we need to get started on that desperately. Alright. Nook shopping. See, we've got the special goods that we've already looked at, but we can also go into this one. This catalog contains furniture you've obtained. This catalog contains fashion items you've obtained. And this catalog contains wallpaper, flooring, and more. And we can buy anything that we have already got. We can just buy again. Some things aren't for sale though. Like these 3 things are not for sale. But anything else that says that it's for sale, we can buy. The decayed tree is not for sale. That's interesting. I think it's a recipe, the decayed tree. Anyway, I want to decorate my island with these decayed trees though, because they give me kind of gothic vibes. So we're going to have heaps of them. So maybe I could buy another fan palm. It is nice to have lots of plants. Eventually I'll be able to, I might even be able to customize the pots now, but I think just one of those fan palms will be the way to go. That should be, oh no. I think we still haven't spent enough. We've still got to spend more, I think. Yes, we do. Okay, it's fine. Let's go back in and have another look. All right. We got up to fan palm. That's where we got up to. So let's have a look. That's something else I can do, is go and actually look at what's going on in our new house, right? Mini cactus set. Let me buy another one of them. Now I should have spent enough, okay? I love the mini cactus set. So cute. Yes, I have spent enough. Fabulous. I'm not catching a sea bass. Okay, let me just pay off some of my loan while I'm here. ABD, thank you. Loan payment. I've got 96,000. I don't want to spend all of that. But maybe I could put in like 76,000. Okay, let's just put in 76. Leave us with 20,000 bells. We've got 272,000 bells left to pay on that. Nice. Crushing it. And hopefully with trends that are looking like are happening on Seztopia for turnips, or even here for turnips, you'll have to wait until next episode to find out about them though. To find out the results of the turnips. Hopefully I will have sold them by Spooky Day. I'm sorry. That was just so incredibly rude of that tarantula to just be sitting right beside my feet. I'm gonna get it. The really funny thing is, when I first started playing Animal Crossing, tarantulas would absolutely scare me. They don't scare me anymore. Really. I mean, when they're kind of sitting like that one was, yes. But scorpions actually scare me way more now than tarantulas do. I don't know why. Anyway, that's great. We're going to put that one in storage for when Flick comes back to our island. That was another bug that I need to catch as well, so I need to catch 2 more bugs. We've been having not a lot of bugs around though tonight. Like there should be some moths hanging around doors of where people are at home. Or hanging around the museum where there's some light. Yes, there's a moth. Nice. And now I need to catch 1 more. But the tarantulas, they sell for a lot of money. Same with scorpions when it's scorpion season. They sell for a lot of money. Oh, look, our pear tree has grown as well. So nice. Yeah. Oh, another moth? Another moth. Thank you. So good. Yeah, I think it's 12,000 bells. Flick always pays more. I can't remember if 12,000 bells is through Flick or through selling at Nook's Cranny, but I think it's like 12,000 bells. I think it's been a long time since I've sold tarantulas, but a great way of making money, especially if you go to Tarantula Island. If you happen to come across Tarantula Island and then you catch all of the tarantulas on Tarantula Island, you put them in your storage, wait for Flick to come and sell them for massive amounts of money. It's a great time. You've just got to catch all the tarantulas first. And that's not a great time. Because Tarantula Island, even though like I'm not scared of Tarantula Islands anymore, like, sorry. Even though I'm not scared of tarantulas anymore in Animal Crossing, Tarantula Island is still scary. Because you're dealing with multiple of them at once. Do I get fossils assessed? I don't think so. I also don't think I'm going to do grip stretching tonight. I just can't quite be bothered. I think that I would like to wrap things up in a minute. So what we'll spend the rest of the episode doing is making our house look a bit more like home, right? Just like clearing the doorway because you can't see it at the moment, but there is a doorway behind the bed. So we need to just do some better arranging of stuff, okay? Let's put all of our bugs in storage, waiting to be sold. I don't need to donate any of them because they have already been donated. What do I have here? Strap books, that's right. Okay, cool. These things, I might even keep the log garden lounge in my pockets because that'll be a good one to use as a barrier when we're hitting rocks as something behind us so that we don't move away from the rock and we can make the most of what we've got, what we're going to get from the... I don't need the lounge though. It's just the little stool is what I was thinking of. Anyway, just so we can make the most of what we're getting out of the rocks. Put them in my inventory. The Nook Miles tickets have to go in my inventory. Thank you. I'm still so stoked we're getting Matilda. That's amazing. The bamboo will put away. These glasses are put away, waiting to be sold. The eye mask, sorry. And now, my friends, we have another room. It's so exciting. So, I do have some wallpaper and flooring that I can put in here. I have this rosewood flooring. I've got more wallpapers and flooring outside though, and I do have a lot more storage. So maybe I'll just head outside. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the wallpaper and flooring from Seztopia that I wanted. Can't remember. Anyway, we'll have a look. Over here? I mustn't have. Or maybe that's all like... Okay, it's fine. Anyway, I've got some options that I can put up just to try and give us a look temporarily, but I do have some wallpaper and flooring over on Seztopia, so I will make another visit to Seztopia soon, but not in this episode. To get that stuff. I've got so much stuff still over on Seztopia that I want to take from Seztopia to use here. But let's just use what we've got at the moment. So we've got this rosewood flooring. Horizontally, always. Thank you. Just for a darker flooring. Nice. And I do have the wallpaper that I bought the other day. The black hallway wall. That will do nicely in here. Thank you. Nice. No windows though. This wallpaper doesn't give you windows? That's odd. I don't like that. I like to have little windows, but I mean, it'll do for the minute. It's not going to stay forever. It's fine. But I think I would like to make that a little bedroom for myself now, and then we'll have this room be like a main room. So I'm just going to grab all the stuff that I would have like in a bedroom. Like my clock, my stereo, and then maybe everything else can just get left in here for the minute. Let's push my little friend back. My little seahorse friend. He can stay in here too. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'll pull from the other way then. No. Yeah, you can just chill there, my guy. Still don't have a name for him yet. I don't think that episode's gone out yet, actually, so completely fair. Although, was that the fishing episode? So maybe it has. Give me a name for our seahorse, please. Would love a name for our seahorse friend. Let's put our bed in. Here. It's always the other way. I can never get the way right. Anyway, it's all good. Push it back. Nice. Nice. Something else that was in storage. We had the picture of Jack's portrait put in storage. I would like that to go back up on the wall. I will move it in a second. I just kind of want to like get all the furniture out and then I'll rearrange it, right? I need my tunes in here. It's very silent and I would like for it to not be silent. I need KK Dub back in my ears, please. There's my Zen vibes. I love it. So I'm just going to place it all and then I'm going to go into like detailed mode and I'll sort it out that way. I think it's going to be easier to do it that way, right? And that's it. So now if I go down with my down button, I can place things like this. I'm going to put my picture on the wall where I want it first, in the middle above my bed. Nice. My wardrobe, whoopsie. Let's chuck it over here. How do I rotate it? How do I? No, that's the room. Why am I blanking on how to rotate things right now? No, that's just the directional. Look, I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. That's dumb. That's so stupid. Oh goodness, get out from there. Put this away for a second. See, I know how to turn things this way. I just can't remember how to turn things the other way. It's fine. In this way. Ah. It didn't tell me while I had the item. Okay, now I've got it. It's all good. It's just a matter of tapping on it again. Stupido. Feels stupido. Anyway, it's all good. Y'all were probably screaming. You were like, you're stupid. Yes, I know I was. Maybe... Oh, no, that's coming in the mail. I was going to say, maybe I can get my fan palm and put it in the corner, but it's coming in the mail. Okay, this guy. I need to rotate this guy. So it's facing my bed. Let's just see if there's anything else in storage that I can use in here, right? Let's just have a look. Not really. Not really? Maybe this blue carpet I can put in here just to make it a little bit brighter, right? Yes, there is. I hate it. I don't hate the rug. I just don't think it's my vibe, actually. Sorry. So, no, I don't think we'll get anything else. What is this? Oh, I got more black iron parquet flooring. Parquet flooring? Do I want to use that again? It's the same flooring we have in the other room. Do I want to use it in here too? I think not. I think maybe I'd like to save it for what will eventually be a living room. I could just buy it again if I wanted to. Anyway, that's fine. I think that's what we're going to do for our bedroom for the minute, right? It's all good. So with that being said, my friends, is there anything else in my pockets? Oh, I can just put that stuff back, right? That one totally fine. Spooky tree is going to be for next episode, actually. I need to remember I don't have a flimsy axe. That's a problem for next episode, though. So that being said, my friends, in our new bedroom, should I get some sleep? I'll just lie down. Because, my friends, that is the end of this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Very successful villager hunting. Love that. So excited for next episode now. Now, next episode will be the Spooky Day episode. Now, technically, you'll have watched this video either on Halloween or the day after Halloween, depending on where you are in the world, but I haven't filmed the Spooky Day episode yet. So the Spooky Day episode will be coming out in 2 or 3 days here. Keep an eye out for that. I'm super excited for it. We're just going to have so many other things happening as well, though. Like Abel's sisters should hopefully be built. Matilda will be moved in. Spooky Day's a fun time. I'm so excited. I hope that you're as excited as I am. And with that being said, if you'd like to see more of me, any more of this Animal Crossing long play, then hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell to let YouTube know you want to see more of me. Also, hit the like button as well. That would mean a lot to me. I hope you've had fun getting to know me a little bit more in this episode as well. Like I said, I'll save that thing for when we're villager hunting to fill the silence, right? So with that being said, you guys, I hope you're having a happy morning, noon or night, whatever time it is for you. I hope it is a good one. And with that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.